Play. It's so important. It can make a difference to how successful the nation can become. And this is not even an exaggeration, because playing allows the child the freedom to learn without stress, to engage in experiments without the fear of failure, to be creative and decide on the rules in the playground, to engage in meaningful problem solving without the meddling adults, and most importantly, develop social skills in resolving conflicts. What is stress? Imagine you're learning how to create an Excel template and your boss is standing beside you, telling you exactly which button to press, expecting you to remember everything as he is teaching. There's a few buttons that you would like to try but wouldn't dare because your boss is talking non-stop. After a few hours of teaching, your boss says, "Now, show me how to create a macro button." And you freeze. That's stress. Stress is when someone is watching. Stress is when you're expected to perform when you're not ready. Stress is when you are not allowed to explore and speak your mind. And when you are stressed, you can't learn. And that's precisely what children go through. Give your child a break. Don't interfere. Buy a new toy. Let him unwrap it. Let him figure out where the battery goes. Let him. If he needs a playmate, be one. Remove your leader cap and put on your follower cap. Let your child lead the play. Discuss the play. But the best thing will be to get him a real playmate of his age. Like a cousin or a friend's kids, you can have some time catching up with your friends too. Oh, and when the kids get into a conflict, do not interfere as long as they don't start punching each other. Do not interfere and be a judge, because by doing that, you're taking away the opportunity for your child to learn how to resolve conflicts, how to ensure play carries on. It's very simple really. When you have a slight misunderstanding with your colleague, what do? Do you go running to your boss? Where did you learn your conflict resolution skills from? The playground is the best place to hone your skills, to try things out, to practice different methods of resolving conflicts. If one method doesn't work, oh well, try something else. Nothing major is at stake. And that's the beauty of play and the most important benefit. The playground is the most important place to learn how to become gracious adults. And this leads us to the point of how play can make one more creative. Your method of problem solving came from your experiences. What your child experiences is completely different. His mind is his own. Without you, he can figure out 1,001 ways to play with a rubber band. But with you, it can only be used to tie things together. Or maybe a little bit more. But an adult can never be as creative as a child, simply because they don't know all the constraints and restrictions that you do. They base their thoughts entirely on their imagination, which you and I have lost. Singapore needs more entrepreneurs. We need more creative people around, so please let your child play freely. And that leads us to the last point, problem solving. So what do you do when your child is that bossy, insisting on teaching you to do things his way? What about colleagues who consistently try to credit themselves for what you have done? Being able to be creative will also help you in solving your problems. Think about all the opportunities you will get to solve problems when playing at the playground. The playground doesn't even need to have the exact tools to enable play. Imagine this. Two girls playing together says, "Let's pretend that we are princesses and we're going to the ball tomorrow. Oh dear, what shall I wear?" Do they really need rows of ball gowns to pick what to wear? No, they do not. All they need is imagination. And then comes, "Oh dear, my shoes are all red and I need a pink shoe." And you might hear the other saying, "Don't worry, let me fetch you some bleach and your red shoes will become pink." Creative. Problem-solving skills need not come from real situations, nor do they need real tools and props. All they need is a little imagination, which they have plentiful, and they can be practicing their problem-solving skills all through the play. Just imagine a Singapore of Singaporeans who are gracious, creative, and has good problem-solving skills. All you need to do to contribute to that vision is to let your child play. So please, do yourself a favor, let them play. Thank you for watching. At I Love Learning, we discover your love for learning. Take care.